Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum just moving sideways basically, yeah. But we broke today above the 1310 level. That at least indicates in the short term that we are dealing here with a short-term long setup. We're going to zoom in a minute. Generally, my view here is that from the low in June, we have a 5-wave move up and a 3-wave move down. So I'm at least quite confident. And that's what I'm assuming, that this low is going to hold. Yeah, that we're going to make a higher low and start the wave 3 from here to $3,000. A lot of people always ask me, what's the reason for, how could it now reach $3,000 or in the short term even $1,500? What's the reason? You don't need a reason really. What was the reason for the price to move from here to here? I mean, that was over 100% increase. Yeah. What's the reason? I don't know what the reason is. It's the shift in market sentiment, it's psychology. That's what it is. Fear of missing out, things like that. And if we really can count this here as wave 1 and this as wave 2, then, this will be the wave 3. This is the FOMO wave. This is going to be the FOMO wave where a lot of people are going to FOMO in. That's often what you get. That is why a wave 3 is oftentimes the strongest wave, because it is the wave where a lot of people are going to FOMO in. It's all the people that waited for the Ethereum merge to push Ethereum to $3,000 and beyond. Yeah, it's all the people who believe that. We, of course, caught here for this B wave high, yeah, which was the primary expectation to come down into this region, which in the end worked out. And I think a lot of these people are currently frustrated, and they will be the people who will, if the price takes off in a third wave, they will try to jump on the train. And this is exactly what a wave 3 is, why a wave 3 is normally the most bullish wave. It's going to be pushed by FOMO. Yeah, so that is sort of the reason. It's psychology, it's sentiment, it's just market psychology, fear and greed, very simple. Now, can I promise you this support level is holding? Of course not. Could it go down? Of course it could, yeah. But all you can really do, I can't control the chart. Nobody can control the chart. And we need to be careful not to try to be too predictive here. In the end, we're doing an analysis. Yeah, we're showing options based on what we see in the chart, not trying to predict the future. That is all you can do in trading and in analyzing the chart. Of course, when you analyze, you can be a bit more, sort of free in your opinion and everything. But the point I try to make here is that Ethereum has a good trade setup, in my opinion. It's got a long setup. It's a 1-2 setup. Is it guaranteed to work out? No, of course not. But it's just one of many trade setups that's out there. But Ethereum is one of the best, in my opinion, at the moment in the crypto market. If you compare Bitcoin with Ethereum, the Bitcoin price just doesn't have a solid trade setup, whereas Ethereum has a very solid and good trade setup here. It's just traditional 1-2 setup, the best setups you get in Elliott Wave. The only one that is even better is if you then move up in your wave 3 in 5 waves. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a wave 3. It is this 1-2 setup that gives you even more clarity. But of course, you've normally gone up in price already then when you're there. So of course, we could go a little bit lower short term. That is all possible. But at the moment, we are holding support. So I'm assuming we're going higher, right? That's as simple as that. Also, because the Elliott Waves, the way you can count this is a possible, within this support area. Yeah, we've made that low that we waited for. That's all good. Yeah. And we're now looking here at another 1-2 setup. 1 and then an A, B, C here in a wave 2. And since then we can count at least small 5 waves up. So a wave 1, a wave 2, and we could now be in this third wave and cascade higher, sort of first of all into the region around 15 to 1600. Short term, the downside pressure is not gone. It is still there. But the point I try to make here is that Ethereum tries to push now. And usually when it then starts to push, I'll get all the messages asking me what should I do. Well, I can't really help with that, because if you buy or not, it's your decision. And normally when I get these messages, the price is already gone. The train has already left the station. Yeah, that's how it normally is, unfortunately. So the time for where I would normally, and where you normally, as per the Elliott Wave method, would scale in is here. It's in support. It's in the support area. And also here, this would have worked out. And also, it was here, the 1250 level, when I bought my first batch here in the area. Was it 1250? I think it was 1250 here. Yeah, and then the other one was 1205, where I made you aware. So these were, for me, the areas where I scaled in into Ethereum, not when the train has already left the station. Okay, this is normally not how you do it. So at least not how I do it, and not how you do it with the Elliott Wave method. So, because it's the support areas, they present the setups, you know, that's just typically what you can, when you're a trader, you know, what you can't control where the price is moving, but what you can control is your risk. And the risk is obviously lowest when you buy in support. That's why I always give these reversal errors, because they are the errors where I believe the price is reversing. So it's interesting at the moment, you know, we have a possible setup here to push higher. It broke above the 1310 level. That's the level I wanted it to break. No problem that we've currently just trying to go back. That's not a problem necessarily. What I would try to avoid is an overlap with the 1307 level. If we lose that level, not a problem, not a major problem, but it wouldn't be great if we lose the 1295 level. Would also not be a disaster, but ideally, if this is a bullish pattern, we should avoid it. So let's see if we are going to avoid it. But overall, the target for this third wave is, if this is, you know, a 1, 2, and then the 3 up now, what we should be doing is we should reach the 1330 level. If we don't, it won't be an ideal setup again, and we are going to risk to roll over. Okay, we are going to be at risk to roll over again. As I said in the previous video, as long as we're still generally looking at this range, as long as we're still below the $1,400 level, there's a risk still of making one more low here in this pattern, because you can count this as an, as I did it, ABC, with a completed low here, and now we could be in a breakout to the upside, but this could also extend out much further. And I've talked about this now basically in every video. This could also still be a triangle pattern. I don't know what it is. An A, B, C, D, E, where you will then see one more low. And the triangle will only be invalidated as soon as we go above $1,400. But again, for me, I'm not a breakout trader, so I'm not going to wait for the $1,400. I am scaling in support, because when we're at 1,400 or breaking out, we are far away from support. So my position would need to be much smaller, just to manage the risk, right? It just makes sense. Or, you know, you could wait until these 5 waves are complete, which would be this larger wave 1 that I showed you. Yeah, because if we go into a wave 3, you get 5 waves. So this would be a wave 1 and then come down 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you could scale in this wave 2, right? To get at least, if we have seen the wave 1 in 5 waves, then the wave 2 will be another piece of evidence that a bottom was made already. But yeah, that's sort of at the moment where we are. Not too much movement. We're still holding support. The key support that we need to hold generally is the, what did I say, 1295 level. And looking at the bigger picture, it's the 1225 level down here. And if we lose that level, then I think we will make one more lower low. It's also not a problem. It would not be, you know, it would not endanger the larger scenario here, that this is still, or this could still be a wave 2. I'm not denying that it could still be a wave 2. We haven't got a reliable or very high probability breakout yet. We're still below 1400, so this could still come down once more and just sort of extend the wave 2 a little bit. Wouldn't be a problem, and it's absolutely possible. Okay, but at the moment, all I can say, we are holding support, and we have seen 5 waves from the low, so there's a certain likelihood that we will push higher from here. But yeah, we haven't got the 5 waves complete yet, so there's still a bit of evidence missing and confirmation. Okay, and that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.